The digital GUI comes with a new and improved vibrant waveform display. It has the ability to display twice the number of vectors compared to the BT Basic, and vastly improves the debug timing as well. First of all, start the debugging process. Users can see that there is a failed test that is highlighted in red. Select the option to view test in waveform and select the Display Failure button. The failed test is then highlighted in red in the waveform display. Then, check on the expected box in the last two VCL groups and display waveforms. Users then have the option to view the display in graphics, states, and hex modes. Users can also modify the display to start from any value they wish by editing the display start box. By clicking on the arrow keys, users are able to scroll the vectors horizontally. Users have the option to select various different receivers as well. Click on the arrow next to the marker drop-down menu and click on the trackball info. Information about each vector will then be shown on the waveform display as users hover over the diagram. Then, users are also able to drag the test source next to the waveform display for easier viewing. The waveform will then correspond with the cursor line in the test source. Select the drop-down button next to the Display Start option as shown on the screen. As you can see, the failure occurs at vector number 30. Change the Display Start value accordingly to 30 and see the actual failure. In this failed case, the vector SDARL needs to be modified. Edit the test source accordingly and save and compile after. Stop the debug process and start it again. Run the test once and n times after to ensure reliable test results.